Hello, welcome to Study Circle. Today we are going to read Class 9th Standard Geography, Chapter 6, Population. This video is for revision purpose only. So if you are preparing for any teaching exam, this video is very useful for you. So let's start. Population. The people are important to develop the economy and the society. People make and use resources. They are also considered as resources having different quality. Population. Total number of persons inhabiting a particular place like city, state, country, etc. is the central element in social studies. It is the point of reference from which all other elements are observed. Human beings are producers as well as consumers of the resources, so information about population of a country such as their size, distribution are important. Census. A census is an official enumeration of population done periodically in India. The first census was held in year 1872. The first complete census, however, was taken in the year 1881. Since then, censuses have been held regularly every 10th year. The Indian census is the most comprehensive source of demographic, social, and economic data. The census of India provides us with information regarding the population of our country. The data provided by the census cover below three major questions about the population. That is, population size and distribution, population growth and processes of population change, characteristic or qualities of the population. Now, the size and distribution of population. As per March 2011, India's population is stood 1210.6 million, which is account for 17.5% of the world's population. But now recent data is that India is number one in population. According to data, Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state of India with population size of 199 million, which account for 16% of total India's population. All the data which is available in your NCERT book is on 2011 census. Sikkim's population is 0.6 million, that is 6 lakhs, while Lakshadweep has 64,429,000 people. The five states of Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, and Andhra Pradesh holds almost half of the Indian population. That is 49% population live in five states of India. That is Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh. India's population distribution by density. Population density is calculated as the number of persons per unit per area. The population density of India in the year 2011 was 382% per square kilometer, making it one of the most densely populated countries of the world. Densities vary from 1102% per square kilometer in Bihar to only 17% per square kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. So the density of population is very high in Bihar and less in Arunachal Pradesh. The reason for scarce or thinly distribution population in some states such as Meghalaya, Orissa are rugged terrain and unfavorable climatic condition. Hilly or dissected and rocky nature of the terrain, moderate to low rainfall, shallow and less fertile soils have influenced population in Assam and most of the peninsular state. The northern plains and Kerala in the south have high to very high population densities because of the flat plains with fertile soils and abundant rainfall. Population growth. Population growth refers to change in the number of inhabitants of a country or territory during a specific period of time, say during the last 10 years. The change can be expressed in two ways. First is in terms of absolute numbers, in terms of percentage change per year. The absolute number is calculated by simply subtracting the earlier population, that is that of 1991, from the later population, that is 2011. It is referred to as the absolute increase. The rate of population is studied in percent per annum. Example, rate of increase of 2% per annum means that in a given year there was an increase of 2% for every 100% in the base population. This is referred as annual growth rate. India's population has been steadily increased from 361 million in 1951 to 1210.6 million in 2011. Since 1981, however, the rate of growth started decline gradually as birth rates declined rapidly. But India has a very large population, so when low annual rate is applied to a very large population, it yields a large absolute increase. At this growth rate, India may overtake China in 2045 to become the most populous country in the world. Not in 2045, but it's already overtaken by India in 2024, the most populous country in the world. Process of population change growth. There are three main processes of change in the population: birth rates, death rates, and migration. Birth rate is the number of live births per thousand persons in a year. In India, birth rates have always been higher than death rates. Death rate is the number of deaths per thousand persons in a year. In India, there is a rapid decline in death rates, which is the main cause of growth of the Indian population. Till 1980, high birth rates and declined death rates resulted in higher rate of population growth. But since 1981, birth rates have also started decline gradually, resulting in a gradual decline in the rate of population of growth. Migration is the movement of people across the country. Migration is the movement of people across regions and territories. This can be internal within the country or international between the countries. Internal migration, it does not change the size of the population but changes the distribution of population within the nation. In India, most migration have been from rural to urban areas because of adverse condition of poverty and unemployment in the rural areas, and increased employment opportunities and better living condition in the city. Effects of migration. First, it changes the population size. Secondly, it also changes the population composition of urban and rural population in terms of age and sex composition. In India, the rural urban migration has resulted in a steady increase in the percentage of population in cities and towns. Age composition. The age composition of a population refers to the number of people in different age groups in a country. The number and percentage of a population found within the children, working age, and age groups are notable determinants of the population social and economic structure. The population of country can be grouped into three categories, that is, children below 15 years, the economically unproductive and need to be provided with food, clothing, education, and medical care. It comprises 34.4% of total India's population. Working age 15 to 59 years. Economically productive and biologically reproductive, considered as working population. It comprises only 6.9% of total India's population. Aged above 59 years can be economically productive, though they may have retired, may be working, but they are not available for employment through recruitment. It comprises 58.7% of total India's population. Sex ratio. Sex ratio is defined as the number of females per thousand males in the population. The importance of this ratio is that measuring the extent of equality between the males and females in a society at a given time. In India, sex ratio has always remained unfavorable to females. Census year with sex ratio. So here is the data that census year 1951. Sex ratio is 956. In 1961, sex ratio is 951. In 1971, the sex ratio is 930. In 81, it is 1934. 1991, it is 929. In 2001, 933. 2011, 943. So, the sex ratio is not favorable for females. Literacy rates. According to the census of 2011, a person aged 7 years and above who can read and write with understanding in any language is treated as literate. Low levels of literacy are serious obstacle for economic improvement. The literacy rate in country as per the census of 2011 is 73%. 80.9% for males and 64.6% for females. So the data is important that the literacy rate of country as per the census of 2011 is 73%, 80.9% for males and 64.6% for females. Occupational structure. The distribution of the population according to different types of occupation is referred as the occupational structure. Occupations are generally classified into three categories. Primary activities, that is related to land. It include agriculture, animal husbandry, forestry, fishing, mining, and quarrying, etc. Secondary activities, that is related to industry. It includes manufacturing industries, building, construction work, etc. Tertiary activities related to service include transport, communication, commerce, administration, and other services. In developed nation, there is a high proportion of people in secondary and tertiary activities, while in developing nation have high proportion of the workforce engaged in primary activities. In India, about 64% of the population is engaged only in agriculture. 13% are independent on secondary and 20% are on tertiary sector. In recent times, people are moving towards secondary and tertiary sector because of growing industrialization and urbanization in recent times. Health. Health is an important component of population composition, which affects the process of development. There has been significant improvement in health condition in India. Death rates have declined from 25 per thousand population in 1951 and 7.2 7.2 per thousand in 2011, and life expectancy at birth has increased from 36.7 years in 1951 to 67.9 years in 2012. So this data is important, so we repeat it again that there has been a significant improvement in health condition in India. Death rates have declined from 25 per thousand population in 1951 to 7.2 per thousand in 2011, and life expectancy at birth has increased from 36.7 years in 1951 to 67.9 years in 2012. The improvement is due to improvement in public health, the prevention of infectious disease, and the application of modern medical practices in diagnosis and treatment of ailments. Health is still a major concern for India because the per capita calorie consumption is much below the recommended levels, and malnutrition affects a large number or percentage of our population. Safe drinking water and basic sanitation amenities are available to only one-third of the rural population. Adolescent population. The age group of 10 to 19 years are considered as adolescent population. It constitutes one-fifth of the total population of India. They are almost important future resources for any country. Nutrition requirements of adolescents are higher than those of normal child or adult. In India, the diet available to adolescents is inadequate in all nutrients. A large number of adolescent girls suffer from anemia, deficiency of red blood cells, or hemoglobin. The awareness can be improved through the spread of literacy and education among adolescent girls. National Population Policy. The Government of India initiated the Comprehensive Family Planning Program in 1952 for improving individual health and welfare. It sought to promote responsible and planned parenthood on a voluntary basis. National Population Policy (NPP) 2000 is the peak of years of planned efforts. What NPP aims at? It provides a policy framework for imparting free and compulsory school education up to 14 years of age, it reducing infant mortality rate of below 30 per 1,000 live births, achieving universal immunization of children against all vaccine-preventable diseases, promoting delayed marriage for girls, making family welfare a people-centered program. Relation between NPP 2000 and adolescent. NPP 2000 identified adolescent as one of the major sections of the population that need greater attention. Besides nutritional requirements, the policy put greater emphasis on other important needs of adolescents, including protection from unwanted pregnancies and sexually transmitted diseases, that is STD. The program started by NPP 2000 for adolescent aims at first encouraging delayed marriage and childbearing, second education for adolescents about the risk of unprotected sex, third making contraceptive services accessible and affordable, providing food supplements, nutritional services, next strengthening legal measures to prevent child marriages. So the important do you know from this chapter is that only Bangladesh and Japan have higher average population densities than India. Kerala has a sex ratio of 1058 females per 1000 males. Pondicherry has 1001 females for every 1000 males, while Delhi has only 821 females per 1000 males, and Haryana has just 861. So if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.